Welcome to the Dowden Podcast. I'm your host, the official CRG, and today I want to talk about politics and voting and why younger generations aren't paying attention and getting involved like they used to back in the day. But before we get started, make sure to leave a like and subscribe down below. That way you stay tuned to all of our weekly episodes and posts. You can find video of this episode strictly on YouTube, but the audio everywhere else. Now, politics and voting have been around for years and years, but as the years have gone on, there's just been a lot of division on both sides, causing constant tension and arguments between the two sides. And yes, there's always been tension or right and wrong, but believe it or not, people would actually get things done and work together. you know People would come together with bills and in the house, and they would be able to actually pass things, but not anymore. Now people in the same parties argue and go against each other, and when bills come, it's either one idea or another. It's not 50-50 anymore, and that's only what's happening in the house. And outside, you then have all these news platforms, and most of these platforms are going to be Democratic or Republic. And it's not mixed anymore. Turn on your TV and just go to any news channel, and I guarantee you are going to see somebody talk about the other party and then back their party up, or just report on one party and then bash the other. And it's never the full news. It's just what they want you to see. They want to show you all the bad sides of each party and what they do, but never the good. And that is what the younger generation sees. You see, back then, you only had a few local news channels, and they would report everything. It didn't matter if it was a different party or person. It was based on facts and real news. But now you have to go to 8 different channels to just get real news. And you're even lucky if you get that, because now it's not based off facts, it's based off opinions. And that is a very big problem, because we go to these major sources for facts, for what's going on a day to day basis. But if you're just sharing opinions and what you think is happening instead of what's happening, then that's when you draw the line. Also, right now in today's society, there's a lot of suppression and unheard people. And it's not like people aren't trying, it's just that they aren't being noticed. And it's the same thing when it comes to the polls when you are ready to vote. Things used to be fair. People used to have a say, but now it's all based on the House and what they want and what they think is right. And the younger generation sees it all. So when they turn 18, why would they want to vote if they already know their voice isn't going to be heard anyway? They're not, and that's what has to change. Also, another reason this generation doesn't pay any attention or vote is for the simple lack of knowledge. Most teens only know politics because of the internet or the little minute that they watch on the TV when they pass to go upstairs. We don't get taught politics in school, nor do they know how to vote or for who. So, if you want the younger generation to pay attention, you have to educate them properly. You can't just talk about one side and bash the other, because that's not education. You have to walk people through what to do. You have to explain both sides. You have to see both sides. You can't just bash one party and expect everything to be okay. Because no matter what you do in this world, everything has viewpoints. Everybody has sides and everybody has ideas, if you want to listen to them or not. But with that said, today's quote is by Pat Mitchell. She once said, "If we don't vote, we are ignoring history and giving away the future." I appreciate you tuning in. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. And this is the Dowden Podcast.